Hey, welcome to Countdown to Indy. Thanks for logging on to wherever you are across the country. We are high atop the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Dave Griffiths, Chris Widlick. It is Carb Day, Carburation Day. That term comes from when the cars used to have carburetors. They no longer have carburetors. It's a crazy party day here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. What's scheduled is a 2-hour practice, the final practice for the cars, then a pit stop competition and a concert, but it's a chance for fans to come out and really enjoy themselves before the big race. But work to be done for these teams, Dave, and we're not sure we're going to see anything.
It is a revelrous day for the fans, but for the drivers, it is really a chance to make sure everyone's on the same page right now. You've had so much work last week. There's been a lot of days of practice, a lot of track time already. So today you're not exactly tweaking things, or at least you hope you're not tweaking too much down there from a driver and an engineering standpoint. You just hope to say, we've learned this over the past week and a half. Get out there, say, you know what we thought is in reality true, so we can head into Sunday feeling pretty confident about
ourselves. One of the drivers told us yesterday at Media Day that if you really need this practice, you're probably behind the 8 ball. It's kind of an install at making sure everything is working, everything is in race order for Sunday morning. But right now, weather is playing a real factor here today, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, we've had track dryers behind us, so all of a sudden you hear this big roar. It's not necessarily the crowd, though it could be if we announce that there is going to be track action today. It's likely those track dryers who've been going around for some time. I do not believe it is raining at the moment, Chris.
It's not.
So maybe a little bit of a good sign that they'll get some track time in later today. Whether they get that full 2 hours in, we shall see. But even a little bit will be helpful for these drivers. Like we said, hopefully many of them don't need too much, but they would like to get out there just to confirm that everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, practice was to have started about an hour ago.
Yep.
They've slotted 2 hours for this practice to try to get everything in, and IndyCar and the Speedway are pushing to get some on-track time, so this could go well into the afternoon before they decide one way or the other whether the cars can get on the track or not, right?
Well, when they do line up finally, that we know for sure on Sunday, which is going to be a great day, no worries about rain. We know the order that everyone's going to line up. It's going to be 1 through 33. There are 11 rows of 3 drivers that will dive into turn 1 at 230 miles per hour, and leading the charge will be Scott Dixon, the 41-year-old 2008 champion of the Indy 500, threw down a pole qualifying record 4-lap session in qualifying last weekend, better than 234 miles per hour. Right beside him is Chip Ganassi teammate Alex Palou, and then on the outside, Rinus VeeKay, the second year in a row for the Ed Carpenter Racing on the front row. Scott Dixon seeking that elusive second Indy 500 championship.
It's tough, I think having finished here, second 4 or 5 times, and 3 of those at least under caution, those are definitely tough to swallow. But the race has changed a little bit. I think it's very dependent on track position now. If you slip out of the top 10, I think will be very difficult to kind of recover. So yeah, I think going as fast as you can. I think as a group we need to try and lift the pace of the race and try and put cars a lap down early if we can, and try and get some green flag stops in that cycle as well. But ultimately, I think what it's going to come down to, at least to be in contention at the end, is a flawless day. If you have any mistake, I think that's really going to ruin you right now.
Yeah, Scott Dixon has had a handful of second-place finishes. He wants to match his win in 2008. Okay, row 2, Ed Carpenter, owner-driver of Ed Carpenter Racing. He has had multiple starts up front, a handful of poles here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. His best finish, second back in 2018 to Will Power. He thinks he has the car to finally come through. He's an Indianapolis native. This place would go absolutely berserk if he would cross the checkered flag yard of bricks first. Alongside Ed Carpenter is Chip Ganassi Racing's Marcus Ericsson. He had a couple of victories last year. He is with probably the strongest team, so he's got an excellent chance there in the middle of row 2. And alongside him is the 2013 Indy 500 winner, Brazilian Tony Kanaan, who told me he's had his best car in years, and he's got a real opportunity to match that 2013 victory with yet another.
It will mean a lot. I think, obviously, I won once, and I will never forget that day. I think nothing will top that day because it was the first one, but this will be very special, especially this late in my career. All my kids now really understand, and they will be present to feel that. So probably I have to say I'm not trying, to say I don't want to win it for me, but I want it for me. So, and I want it for the fans in 13. I think I want more for my kids and the people around me to enjoy that moment that I did now that I'm in a different phase of my life than anything else.
On to row 3 we go. The 7th qualifier who will be on the inside, that is Pato O'Ward. Might be a little disappointed starting 7th after on the first day of qualifying he was the 2nd fastest car out there, but nevertheless he will start near the front. And in fact, we learned today that Pato has just signed a new contract with his team, Arrow McLaren SP, and will be linked to that team through 2025. His teammate, Felix Rosenqvist, starts right behind him, turned in a 4-lap average on qualifying day on Sunday of 232.182 miles per hour. There's Rosenqvist starting 8th, 2nd in row 3. And then on the outside, the rookie, Romain Grosjean, the top qualifying rookie, with Andretti Autosport driving that 28 car. Grosjean, with his history in F1, just this year taking over the ovals in the IndyCar Series, drove all the road and street courses a year ago, but has certainly shown that he is capable of picking up speed here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
He drove his first oval in St. Louis last year and did quite well, so we'll see how well he does here at Indianapolis in his first attempt. Okay, row 4. The inside of row 4 is a 2-time Indianapolis 500 champion, Takuma Sato, driving for Dale Coyne Racing, yet another different team. He won here just a couple of years ago. He would love to add a third. He has been near the top of the speed charts all month long, so do not count out Takuma Sato. Inside row 4 is another 500 champion, 2018 winner Will Power, the top Team Penske qualifier. They've struggled here qualifying the last couple of years, but Power probably has the best opportunity for Team Penske to finish this race in first place. And next to Power, a very familiar name, 7-time NASCAR champion Jimmie Johnson, also a rookie making his Indianapolis 500 debut. Could he become the 11th rookie to win the 500 and the first since Alexander Rossi in 2016? Well, he's won on this oval 4 times in NASCAR as a Brickyard champ. Here's Jimmie Johnson.
What's the excitement level like for you? You've done so much, but I'm sure you may be like a little kid again.
I am. This has been just the most amazing experience. I've had so much fun driving the car, so much fun with the really 2 weeks of pageantry leading into it, and that's not slowing down anytime soon. So it's been a great experience and looking forward to a few more amazing days.
I'd imagine some of your former Cup teammates and competitors, Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, probably jealous of you coming this weekend. Have you had any contact with those fellas?
Yeah, I've been in touch with quite a few. They're all keeping a watchful eye on me and cheering me on. Very thankful to have their support and looking forward to a good day.
On to row 5 we go. On the inside, David Malukas, the rookie, driving for Dale Coyne Racing, was in that Fast 12 for a while before he got bumped out late on Saturday, so he has a very good car. He is happy with his car. We'll see if his first experience in the Indianapolis 500 can go better than it does for many rookies, because it can be a challenge for these first-year guys to really stick with it for the full 200 laps, to stay mentally focused. Not as much a problem for Jimmie Johnson in the Cup cars. He's used to 500-mile races, but especially rookies in the IndyCar Series coming into a 500-mile IndyCar race, trying to hang on for that long can be challenging. No challenge for Joseph Newgarden. He's been here before. He's a 2-time series champion. He's won many races. Santino Ferrucci on the outside, his best starting position in his 4 Indy 500s. And over the past 3 years, he's finished top 10 every time. So he's made a lot of on-track passes to move into the top 10. Now with his best start in his career, we'll see if he can even increase his standing from where he is now. Looking at these 3 drivers, Joseph Newgarden of Team Penske is a multiple-time IndyCar Series champion. Already a great career, but this one race, the Indy 500, has eluded him so far.
I feel like I know the process around this place for winning this race. I've not done it yet, so maybe that's not proved out, but look, there's 2 ingredients here. You gotta position yourself at the end. Sounds simple, but it's not that easy. You gotta be in position with 50 laps to go. You're gonna be in that top 5 mix, and then if you find yourself there, you gotta be able to close the deal. And to close the deal, you have to have a really good car. It's gotta be good in traffic. It's gotta be fast. So I think if we can get those 2 ingredients right, we can win this race.
Joseph Newgarden, probably the best driver yet to win the Indianapolis 500. We'll see how he does on Sunday. Row 6, on the inside, another former champion, 2019 500 winner Simon Pagenaud, driving for Meyer Shank Racing. He won with Team Penske just a few years ago, so he is a 2016 IndyCar Series champ. now with a new team, and probably his most famous teammate, Helio Castroneves, who's a little bit further down in the grid. Next to Simon Pagenaud is Foyt driver J.R. Hildebrand. He nearly won this race as a rookie in 2011. I don't know, many of you followed the Indianapolis 500. He crashed on the final turn trying to pass Charlie Kimball. Didn't get it done. Dan Weldon came by, took the victory. J.R. Hildebrand limped across the finish line and ended up in second place. On the outside of row 6 is Ed Carpenter Racing's Connor Daly, another Indianapolis native out of Noblesville, Indiana. Again, another Hoosier who would absolutely love to win this Indianapolis 500-mile race, and this place would go absolutely berserk. How about row 7?
Beyond that trio to row 7 on the inside, Callum Eilot, the rookie driving for Juncos Racing, a team that is certainly a small team but has made a name for itself in recent years, just a couple years with Kyle Kaiser in that last row shootout, a dramatic finish between him, Fernando Alonso, the Formula One world champion, coming down to that final drive from Kyle Kaiser to make it in the field for Juncos. Eilot has had plenty more speed than Kaiser did several years ago. Eilot probably a little disappointed he didn't show better in qualifying, so that's a car you expect to perhaps see move up during race day, as are the two other guys with him right here. This row 7 could be a very dangerous row with Alexander Rossi, the 2016 champion of the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500, has shown plenty of speed here in the past, plenty of guts to move around on the outside, especially of restarts, picking up several positions on in those situations. And then Graham Rahal, a driver that has not qualified as well in his career as he has raced in his career. And that certainly played true this week as well, that his qualifying was not up to par starting there in 21st. But it's not a position he's unfamiliar with. He's been back there before. He knows how to work his way through his field. And last year he nearly did, if not for a mistake in pit lane, leaving before that rear tire was affixed. He thought that he was going to win last year's Indianapolis 500, Chris, but pulling out from the pits, that tire fell off and his day was disappointingly done. If everyone keeps their head on straight in the 15 crew and with their pit crew, definitely look for him to be a factor in this weekend's race.
Yeah, Graham said he had a race-winning car last year. We'll see if it unfolds that way for him this year. In row 8, on the inside is Dreyer and Reinbold Racing's Sage Karam, who is a veteran of this Indianapolis 500. He's a young driver. His best race last year started near the back. He ended up finishing 7th, so he's a quality driver on this oval. Would love to be able to take checkered. In the middle of row 8, a very familiar face, Marco Andretti, who's relaxed and ready, no longer drives for his father in a full season. He's a one-off racer. Last year was his first time not driving the entire season. Came here at the Indianapolis 500, a former pole winner, struggled last year, hoping to finish a little bit better this year and hoping to end the Andretti curse. Only one Andretti has won this race. That was his grandfather, Mario, way back in 1969. He'd like to get it done in his 17th Indianapolis 500-mile race. On the outside of row 8 is his teammate, rookie Devlin DeFrancesco. 7 rookies in all in this field, 8 champions, a decorated field. As for Marco, he's hoping to get it done on Sunday.
It's not speed worthy, but it's race worthy. I think in the packs, I think we'll be hopefully more snug than others. I don't think anybody will have it easy, but very happy with the car when we're in heavy traffic. So I'm cautiously optimistic.
Experience matters. You've been through just about everything on this track, haven't you?
Well, as soon as you say that, the 500 miles will throw something else at you. So, I'm ready for those surprises, ready to adapt, because it's not going to be a straightforward 500 miles. It never is.
Now we're into the back quarter of the field on the inside of row 9. Colton Herta, certainly a surprise to see Herta this far back in the field as a driver who qualified second last year, was so nearly a pole winner back then in 2021. But the problem this year, a blown engine in the first go-round in qualifying. He gets out onto the track and all of a sudden says, I lost my engine. Has to bring it back into pit lane. His crew went to work furiously to replace the engine. He was able to get out late, but just that new engine hadn't broken it in yet and has to qualify pretty far back in the field. We'll see if he can make a charge up in this week's race. Scott McLaughlin of Team Penske on the inside of row 9. McLaughlin won the first 2 races of this season in IndyCar, his second year in IndyCar, the former Australian Supercars driver. He was the Rookie of the Year last year for the Indy 500, but started way back in row 9, got a whole lot of ground to make up if he wants to be a factor in this weekend's race, as does Helio Castroneves, the 4-time Indy 500 champion and reigning champion of this race as well. Helio in the drive for 5 this year, looking to become the first driver ever to win 5 Indianapolis 500. Certainly had a disappointing qualifying session, but is ready to charge to the front on Sunday.
I am very happy with the car. Sirius XM AutoNation and Article of Machine looks strong. Obviously, you know, you're gonna have a long day. People gotta be patient. And but I'll do everything I can to, and the team will do everything can to put myself in a good position to fight.
Winning back-to-back would be unbelievable.
I know, right?
Drive for 5? What's the feeling?
It would be a dream come true, of course. I know a lot of people are going to try to stop me for that, but I do feel the fans and people want to see history as well. So, and I'm counting with that too.
The drive for 5 is going to be tough to win from row 9 for Helio Castroneves and make that happen. Okay, row 10, a pair of AJ Foyt Racing drivers, rookie Kyle Kirkwood, who is already signed with Andretti for the future. He'll try to get things done for AJ Foyt Racing, a defending Indy Lights champion, or the reigning champion, I guess, if you want to say. In the middle of row 10 is his teammate Dalton Kellett. He experienced the only crash so far this month, crashing in turn 2 a few days ago, but his car is repaired. He is good to go. And on the outside of row 10, probably the most decorated driver in the field, Juan Pablo Montoya, who has won in NASCAR. He has won in Formula One, and he is a 2-time Indianapolis 500 champion. He says the only reason he's here is to win a 3rd. We'll see if he can get it done from way back in row 10.
On to row 11 we go, a pair of Rahal Letterman Landingen drivers on the inside and the middle, in Christian Lundgaard and Jack Harvey. And then Stefan Wilson, who was unable to turn a qualifying lap or a qualifying 4 laps this past weekend due to a mistake in his engine for that Dragon Speed entry, finishes up the field of 33. So, Chris, that's the entire field as we take a look at it. And good news, you might have heard behind us a little bit of a cheer a few minutes ago, and that was a crowd cheer because there are cars going to pit boxes right now. We do anticipate we'll see a little bit of action coming up within the next half hour, maybe an hour or so.
That's a very good sign. That means they've been watching the weather, and they realize rain is not coming in probably the next hour because it takes at least 2 hours to dry this place after that last raindrop falls. Great news for the fans here. Great news for the viewers out there. Cars on the track hopefully soon, Dave.
Now, we talked a little bit earlier about Santino Ferrucci. He has made 48 track passes from his initial starting spot to his finishing spot over the last 3 years, Chris. Just a remarkable young man who has shown no fear at all
whatsoever,
whether it's on a restart or just in the middle of the race action anyway. He has found ways to pass cars and finish in the top 10 in all 3 of his drives so far. He's driving this year with Dreyer and Reinbold Racing alongside Sage Karam, and earlier today he spoke with our Alexa Ross.
Joining me now is Santino Ferrucci. Santino, we're inside because the weather is not awesome here on Carb Day, but talk to me a little bit about how you guys prepared for that earlier this week in practice.
Oh man, we had a great Monday session. Our car is pretty much set, ready to go. I mean, I'm not upset that it's raining. I'm just kind of upset for the fans. I wanted to do a pit stop competition more than anything today, but we're ready to rip. I mean, this thing's about as good as it's going to get.
So you are feeling good. You guys did prepare. That was kind of the part of your Monday plan, was to be ready in case of this beautiful weather we have out here.
Lovely Indiana. No, it's we had our race car from Tuesday last week, and we've just fine-tuned and tweaked on it, and that's all we've been doing. It's just been little tweaks here and there. We've got some little tweaks that we wanted to try today, but we're honestly just confident putting them on in for the race and have at it.
So you have constantly improved your starting position, and it's, you know, you're no rookie to this race, and you just keep getting better. What kind of confidence does that give you heading into Sunday?
I mean, this is definitely, it's nice starting in 15th and, you know, top 15 already. We're going to try and get the car up to the top 10 really early on, just ride around there and hang out until the last 50 laps, and then go from there hopefully to the top 5 and hopefully have a shot to win the race. So we'll see how it goes. Anything can happen. It is Indy. It's 200 laps, 500 miles. So we just want to be there in the end.
And it's obvious, it's such a mental race. It's not just, you know, it's not just the car. You got to be in it. This is a long race. It's really mental. How do you kind of get yourself ready to go, get you into that mindset to be ready to race like that?
I mean, you're just so fortunate to be here, so you're just trying to take everything in as you're doing the race, because you're also very lucky to be racing. I mean, I've never actually been here as a spectator. My first Indy 500 in 2019 was my first Indy 500 that I'd ever attended as a person. So I just like to take it all in, try to see it from a fan's perspective. I'm just so happy that we're in the damn thing, and we got a great race car, so everything that comes on top of that is just bonus.
Do you have any Indy 500 or just general race day traditions or superstitions, or how do you just get yourself ready?
I wake up in the morning, have myself a bowl of cereal, pet my dogs, and walk on out and have some fun and driver intros. I don't really do anything specific. I don't know. I'm not a superstitious driver. I have some stuff that I wear that's personal and I feel like brings me good luck. But I just wake up and get on with my day.
Okay, but what kind of cereal?
Well, I'm on a Frosted Flakes kick right now. So I'm waiting for Palermo's to come out with a breakfast pizza. Everybody needs a breakfast pizza.
I love a breakfast pizza. There's really nothing better. I don't know, would that sit well in your stomach as you're racing though?
It's just carbs. I mean, if they do it right, a little bit of carbs, a little bit of cheese, stuff like that. Keep it nice and light. Be happy with that.
So talk to me a little bit about Sage Karam, just shifting gears. You guys have been doing this together for a really long time. You guys are really good friends, and now you guys are right. I can see his car right there. Talk to me a little bit about how your friendship's been able to grow and just being able to share these moments with him.
Yeah, honestly, growing up with him, known him since I was 5 years old, almost 20 years now. I worked fully on the race car this past week in practice. He was fully on the qualifying car. And to show up in qualifying and just to take what he's had and throw it on this thing and it to go really fast, I mean, that's just the level of trust that we have together. We also push each other really well because when we were kids, we won everything in karting growing up. So because we just know how to ignite the fire inside of each other and really take everything to the next level, take the team to the next level. And I feel like we've brought that here at Dreyer. And to be honest with you, I'm really excited for what we can do come Sunday.
So you guys like to consider yourself a dynamic duo. You guys have really, it seems like you guys have been doing this together for, it's been almost 20 years. What is 20 years of friendship even like at this point, especially in this sport?
It's a love and hate relationship, I'd say, at the most part. But I mean, we're like the A team. I mean, we came here to bring it. We came here to bring home some trophies, some milk, and bring home a good result. So we're both ecstatic. We both really love driving for Dreyer Reinbold as well. It's a small team, Indy only, so these guys really pour their heart and souls into these cars, and we know it. So this is also one of our only races of the year, so we're going to give our all and see what we can do for these boys. But we're ecstatic that we're getting to race together. So
perfect. Santino, thank you so much. Back to you guys.
It'll be really interesting to see what that Dreyer and Reinbold young duo can do. I say young, and they are both young. Sage Karam, his teammate, is young, but it's still Sage's 9th Indianapolis 500 anyway. He's been here since he was a teenager, so he has plenty of experience, and both of them showed last year what they can do with given the opportunity to pass cars. So they're starting a little bit further up than they have in the past. Definitely two drivers to watch for when the race goes green on Sunday.
Yeah, Santino, great personality and an aggressive driver, and sometimes it takes being a little bit aggressive, but you got to be patient because it's a long race. All right, prediction time, Dave. I want to get your take on who you're looking at as maybe one of your favorites.
It's hard to pick against Scott Dixon. He only probably had the best car last year, but it was just unfortunate that with an early caution, he went into the pits and ran out of fuel, had to go a lap down and really put him behind the 8-ball. If you're looking for someone else up front, Takuma Sato has had a tremendous week. He really has. He's been near the top of the speed charts or at the top of the speed charts all day. And if you're looking for someone from further back in the field, Will Power is still in the Fast 12, but he's still in that 4th row. And if you go further back, I like Simon Pagenaud. He's made a couple charges here in the past before, and if he can get up to the front, I think he has a car that can stay out front.
Okay, if you're a wagering person, and a lot of people can bet on IndyCar driving, pick somebody in the first 5 rows, because in the last 25, 30 years, only one driver who started way back as 19th has won this race, and that was Ryan Hunter-Reay way back in 2014, so that's pretty rare. My favorite, I'm going to go with Scott Dixon's teammate, Alex Palou, one of the up-and-coming stars. He's the IndyCar Series champion.
Yep.
He nearly won this race last year.
Second.
It was a duel with Helio Castroneves. He came very close. He's poised. He's wise beyond his years. I like his chances. Alex Palou, but Chip Ganassi Racing looks like the team to beat, don't you think?
Looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun weekend.
All right, for Dave Griffiths, I'm Chris Widlick. Thanks so much for logging on. We'll see you next time, and watch the race on Sunday, the Indianapolis 500, the 106th running. We'll see you again.